Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My best friends, Mrs. Burton, I think her name was, she asked me for a bread recipe, mainly Maltese bread, okay? So I'm gonna give you the recipe, okay? Best recipe that I know. Okay. The recipe is like this. You put 1 kilo of plain flour, 1 kilo. If you want it quick, okay, you have to put 5 to 6 gram of yeast, 100 gram of oil, and 30 gram of salt. This is the pastry that I got, as you can see. See how you have to leave it puffed up double. Okay, now if you want less, you can put 500. So I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in half. So what I'm gonna do now, tiny bit of flour, not too much, and I don't know if you can see, yeah, and fold it like that. Okay, fold it a couple of times, okay, until you bring it like this. Okay, Mrs. Burton, I think it was Mrs. Burton. Now I show you after. So now I put again, I fold the other one because I'm gonna put 2 loaves. Okay? 2 loaves like this. Now because it's warm today, I'm going to where's the bitch? No, I don't know where I put it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to, first of all, you wipe here, wipe the bench, make sure your hands are washed. Okay, I'm going to repeat. Now, you can put much less yeast if you do it overnight. You can put 2 gram of yeast if you want to with 1 kilo, but you gotta put it overnight and it will blow up, believe me. But at home, just do 1 kilo plain flour, all-purpose flour, Aldi flour, Coast flour, it doesn't matter. 1 kilo plain flour, I repeat, sorry, 30 gram of salt with the flour. Don't put it with the yeast. Put the 30 gram with the flour. Mix the yeast with 600, mix the yeast with about a cup of warm water. Mix it, okay? Don't put nothing else. Put round about 600 ml of warm water with the flour and the salt and throw the yeast. Mix the yeast with warm water first, 5 to 6 gram. The more you put, the more it blows up. Okay? So, I repeat again and again, so you learn, Mrs. Burton, because a lot of people say, can you put the recipe on, please, Tony? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I like to be friendly, but sometimes you people drive me crazy. 1 kilo of plain flour, 30 gram of salt with the flour. Okay? Put 5 to 6 gram of yeast powder, okay? I think a sachet has got 7 gram in it, okay? But because I got the loose, I have to weigh it. Mix it with about 1/4 of a cup of warm water, the yeast by itself. Let it ferment it a bit, okay? Now, when you do that, put the flour, okay, with 600 ml of warm, very warm water, okay? When you do that, when you throw the water, throw the yeast as well, and throw 100 ml of oil, cooking oil. You know, doesn't matter what kind of oil you have. The best one is for the bread is the, what do they call that? The virgin oil, the best. But if you don't have virgin oil, put sunflower or canola, whatever it is. That's the recipe. Then you let it rest. Cover it up, make sure it's warm. Cover it up, let it rest. If you leave it at home, it might take 1 hour, 2 hours, you know. When it does that, put it in a baking paper in a dish, like this, okay? Now, the trick of the Maltese bread is here, all right? Trick of the Maltese bread is here. What they do, they split it like this, they make a cross, okay? They make a cross like that. Can you see me? Make a cross. Now, then you get some flour, have a look. And you spread it all over the bread. That's what we did to Maltese bread, okay? Now I'm gonna do one with the flour, okay? One with the flour. Now, the other one I'm going to do, I'm gonna paste it with butter. This one is with flour only, and the other one I'm gonna paste it with butter because I like it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter, margarine, it does not matter, okay? It does not matter. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of margarine here, okay? Melt it a bit in the microwave, not too much. Be careful, okay? Just 30 seconds maybe. See that much I put. Butter, like that, okay? So, that's what I'm gonna do. Melt it a bit, okay? Not too much, about 5-6 seconds, all right? And just paste this one with butter only. All butter all over, okay? Can you see me? I hope so. That's it, all with butter. Just melt it a bit. Don't melt it too much because it blow up in the microwave, okay? 6 seconds. But I like it with butter too, you know? So, now, because I did that, okay? Now, here we go. What I'm going to do now, just to help you out, to raise them up, okay? To raise them up, all right? I'll show you. That's it. There you are. I'm going to put this bowl with hot water, and I'm going to put the tray on top of it. And the steam, it will, you know, hang on, because I put it on the end, this one. I need to put it in the middle, not on the end, because I made a boo-boo here. That's all right, no problem. There you are. Just make sure you put it up, right? You put it as a bread loaf. Leave it on top of the steam, okay? I shouldn't have put the butter there. I should have put the butter before I baked it. Because now I can't put a thing on it. But I can put on the other one, okay? So the other one with the flour, cover it like this. You see? Because this one now, if I cover it, I'll take the butter off. So it doesn't matter anyway. Okay? Here we go. That's all you need to do. That's the recipe, Mrs. Okay? Mrs. Burton, I think it was. Now, three-quarter way I'm cooking, the one I put the butter on. If you want, take it out a little bit from the oven and spread it with mozzarella cheese. You know, and mozzarella cheese, it will melt. But if you put it straight away, it will burn. So at least three-quarter, you know, or before it cooks. Anyway, even if it cooks, you put it for another 5 minutes and fill it up with mozzarella cheese, if you want to, okay? Now with this pastry as well, that you can do Rosie's wrap. You know Rosie's wrap, I gave you the recipe, or you want to call him pita bread, you want to call him whatever you want to call him. What you do, you cut them in a small balls, you know, like a bread balls, open them up very thin, put them in the frying pan, but you need to open them very thin, you don't want them too thick, all right, very thin as possible. Put in the frying pan for about a minute, toss it the other side, and you can use the wrap, or I call him Rosie's wrap, because I want her name to be gone. So I'm going to leave him like that now, and see. Now, the last thing you do, put a dish of water underneath in the oven, fill him up, put the oven on for about 10-15 minutes full speed, 400, 420, whatever you got. And if it's more than 460, don't put it that high, otherwise it will burn the bread. When you put it in the oven, okay, the steam from the hot water, it dries them up just the same. Okay? So I'm going to leave it for about an hour or so, and I'll show you how it's baked. Okay, Mrs. Burton? I think I was fair. I'm sure I was fair. But this is, I'm going to make Maltese bread. Maltese bread, and the other one Aussie. Not Aussie, no. The other one is my way. Like Frank Sinatra, you know? I did it my way. I always do it my way. I usually see recipes and then I do it my way. Okay? God bless you. Don't forget to put a bowl with boiling water underneath the tray, so the steam, it will heat it up. It will boost it up. Tony and Rose Kitchen, always like to help people. And it's a pleasure to see anybody does it, and then, boom, they say, Tony, I done the bread and I loved it. But I done one with the butter and I loved it. Honest. God bless you. Tony and Rose from Australia.